Hi all, welcome back. So let's get on with the Act 1, Scene 4 of Hamlet. In this scene, the ghost appears before Hamlet. So the ghost is seen by Hamlet. We are taken back to the platform before the castle. Hamlet, Horatio, and Marcellus arrive at the spot. We are taken back to the opening scene of Hamlet, where Francisco was relieving of his night duty and Bernardo was coming in, and they have a conversation about this thing. So we are taken back to the platform before the castle and into the scene. Hamlet, Horatio, and Marcellus arrives. Hamlet informs his companions that the king is busy merrymaking in the company of the courtiers, and he goes on to comment upon the character of men who, having many virtues, may yet degrade themselves because of a single blemish. So the three of them are having a conversation, and Hamlet informs his companions that the King Claudius is having a party at the palace and he is busy merrymaking with his courtiers. And then again, he goes on to make a generalized statement about men who, having many virtues, may yet degrade themselves because of a single blemish. So he comments on the character of men who possesses many qualities, who has many virtues, but still degrade themselves because of a single blemish, but still degrade themselves because of a single defect in their character. And this defect stands out of all the other positive qualities that he possesses. That is his generalized statement about men. The ghost appears, and Hamlet speaks to it, asking it to explain what its appearance signifies. So, at this instance, the ghost appears before them, and Hamlet speaks to it and asks for an explanation for its appearance. The ghost makes a gesture to Hamlet to follow it. So, as a reply to Hamlet, the ghost only makes a gesture to follow it. Obviously, the ghost would like to speak to Hamlet privately. So, the ghost wants to speak to Hamlet in private, so it makes a gesture to follow it. Horatio and Marcellus dissuade Hamlet from following the ghost, but Hamlet disregards their advice and follows the ghost. So Horatio, Hamlet's friend, and Marcellus the guard tries to dissuade him from going along with the ghost, but Hamlet disregards their advice and follows the ghost because he wants to know why the ghost is appearing in specific intervals, or it has already appeared thrice before. So he wants to know the reason of its appearance. That is why he is determined to follow the ghost, even though his friend and the guard are strongly against it. So that is a summary of Act 1, Scene 4. It is a short scene just like the previous one, just like Scene 3, where Polonius gives certain advices to his son Laertes. So this is also a short scene. Now let's get on with the critical analysis of Act 1, Scene 4. So there is character revelation of King Claudius, and also an atmosphere of horror because of the presence of the ghost. Here we learn a little more about the character of the king, who is described by Hamlet as a confirmed drunkard. So King Claudius is presented as a confirmed drunkard in this scene. He is portrayed as a champion drinker. Hamlet's contemplative nature and his tendency to generalize are emphasized in this scene when he speaks of a man of many virtues degrading himself by a single defect or irresolution. And his speech here gains ironical force from its unconscious self revelation. So, in this scene, we get a further look at the contemplative nature and his tendency to generalize, and Hamlet's tendency to generalize. And his speech about the character of men who possesses many qualities or who has many virtues but still degrade himself because of a single defect, it has ironical element because it is in fact an unconscious self-revelation. He is in a way pointing to himself. Hamlet is in a way unconsciously or involuntarily speaking about himself when he goes on to make a generalized statement about men. The atmosphere of horror is again created when the ghost appears once more. Just like Act 1, Scene 1, here also there is an atmosphere of horror because of the presence of the ghost. We are filled with great apprehension when we find Hamlet following the ghost. So the readers or the audience are filled with great apprehension or great anxiety when we find Hamlet following the ghost. The comment of Marcellus that something is rotten in the state of Denmark is significant here. So, Marcellus' statement that there is certainly some kind of corruption and foulness prevailing in this kingdom of Denmark, that is, something is rotten in the state of Denmark, is highly significant in this scene. So, that's all about this scene as assignment. Comment on Act 1, Scene 4 of Hamlet. Thank you and have a nice day.